Bare metal. Fade in. Exterior warehouse parking lot. Day. Shenzhen, China. A red painted rectangle with the words "No parking" painted in Mandarin Chinese. A scooter enters the frame and rolls to the middle of the red space. The rider kills the engine and flips the kickstand. The scooter guy dismounts and looks around the full parking lot. He's handsome, young, and Chinese. His scooter and helmet have the same logo of a cartoon rabbit running with a brown package. He looks up at a massive warehouse building surrounded by barbed wire. Scooter guy then looks at his phone. We see an app with the rabbit logo and an icon of a package. There is a countdown timer that is green but counting down to yellow. He goes to the back of his scooter and removes a box secured by bungee cord. Exterior guardhouse, day. Scooter guy walks the box past an empty guardhouse, the metal gate ajar. Lots of signs in Chinese. He approaches a door. A warehouse security camera watches him. Interior-exterior warehouse continuous. Inside. A single orange light blinks in an otherwise dark space. Suddenly, more orange lights turn on, blinking at different rates and accompanied by a slight clicking associated with computer processing. The lights belong to a network server rack. Outside. Scooter guy hesitates before reaching for the doorknob. It turns and the door opens. Light barely penetrates a dark, cavernous space, the silhouette of another, larger box in the doorway. Scooter guy looks at the box 5 feet away and halfway submerged in the darkness. He leans in, trying to see further. A smell repulses him and he pulls back.
Meow.
Inside, the network server lights blink and click more rapidly. Scooter guy looks around outside once more, then back at the box. An alarm sounds from his phone and he looks at the app. The countdown timer is red and nearly to 0. He cocks his head, shakes it, then strides forward into the warehouse. In a quick motion, Scooter guy drops the smaller box, then lifts the larger box. He turns and walks out, the door slamming behind him. Exterior guardhouse continuous. Relieved, Scooter guy lowers the box halfway and breathes deeply. His phone beeps. The screen now shows the icon of a scooter with a new countdown timer, counting down from green to yellow. The security camera watches him hustle back toward the parking lot. Interior warehouse, day, minutes later. Back in the warehouse, a sliver of light under the door is all that's visible as we hear the distant putter of departing scooter. Silence, but not quite, a faint sound of something hissing. Suddenly something small bursts into flame. Not an explosion, but more like a box of matches igniting. Orange flames lick out from the newly arrived box, lighting up the space near the door. The fire grows, illuminating deeper into the warehouse. Bodies everywhere. It's hard to know how many, but they haven't been there long. Firelight dances on the bloody carnage. The server lights blink steadily as the hissing grows louder. Firelight reflects off scattered bullets and broken glass. The hissing grows louder still as we sense we're moving deeper into the space, passing several tall racks of network servers, all their lights blinking. But just as we track past the first rack of servers, it shuts down and all the blinking lights go dark. The same thing happens as we pass the next rack, and the next, like a domino effect as we track toward the source of the hissing sound. Just as the last bank of servers blinks out, we settle on a figure at the back of the room, visible in the firelight. His face is half covered by an elaborate black mask with wires that circle around the figure's neck. A scream is frozen in his mouth and he clutches a busted metal gas hose. The fire is reflected in the complex glass lenses on the front of the mask. As the hissing sound grows louder and louder, cut to black. Interior machine shop, day, San Francisco. A view of the Golden Gate Bridge on a perfect day. The camera moves and we see that the image is actually a poster in a dingy corner of a dimly lit room. Against a wall is a battered tool cart, its open drawers coughing up oily rags. Music plays through an old CD tape boombox. Montage, machinist at work. A large cylinder of dull metal spinning in a lathe chuck. A cutter cuts away ribbons, revealing a shiny surface underneath. A pair of dirty hands releases the part from the chuck and places it in a different machine. The part is now stationary as a spinning cutter drills holes in it. Hands examine the finished metal part, then seal it in polywrap and place it in a box accompanied by a piece of paper that shows a name and address. The same grimy hands press buttons on a large control panel. The panel lights up. Inside an automated CNC mill, lights turn on and cutters start to move rapidly, working on a different cylinder of metal. Eventually, a robotic arm enters the picture, moving the cylinder back and forth as the cutting continues. Hands clear metal shavings and remove the metal part from the CNC mill. The part is secured in a vise. Pulsing light on the wall as we see a hunched figure, arc welding the metal part at the table. A bright light starts to flicker rapidly, flashing off the welder's face mask. The figure stops and looks up. The mask is pushed up, revealing a young woman. This is Anna. The flickering strobe light is coming from a visual doorbell connected to a large industrial roll-up door. There is a faint chime to accompany the strobe. Anna removes her mask and gets up. She waves a badge over a scanner, then pushes a large green industrial button. It activates a loud overhead door motor. The door slowly rises, revealing a UPS guy and a dolly stacked with boxes.
Good morning.
Anna stretches her back, exhausted.
Hi.
UPS guy wheels the dolly into the machine shop toward a work table. Anna flicks some switches, turning on more lights and revealing a massive and immaculate space with painted concrete floors and bright white walls. The ceilings are nearly 30 feet high.
Late night?
Yeah.
Well, I'd stay in here. It's gonna be a hot one.
Along the walls are various large machine tools. Some are older and dirtier manual tools, while some are newer computer-controlled machines, encased in colorful cabinets with glass windows. UPS guy stops at the work table, where there is a pile of sealed outgoing boxes. He steps back and looks at a larger wood crate at the bottom of his dolly.
This one's got a hazardous sticker on it.
Yep, must be machine oil. I wasn't expecting it, but that's fine.
Okay, just so you know.
He slides the dolly out, presses some keys on his terminal, and hands it to Anna. He starts to stack the outgoing boxes on the dolly.
Nice to see more boxes going out than coming in. I guess that's a good sign for a startup.
Anna sighs, smiles, and hands back the terminal. UPS guy turns to leave. Anna examines the top box on the stack. In the background, we hear someone on a video call.
Sweetie, you don't need it. I'm sure Andrew has one at his house.
No, his is different.
Tersh enters and drops her backpack on the work table, the phone in her other hand. She's early 30s and punky in her style, with visible tattoos.
Sweetie, Andrew's drone is different, but the battery is the same. Just charge his extra battery and connect it to your drone. Voila!
We see the image of a cute boy, roughly 7 years old, on the phone screen. This is Tersh's son, Colin. Tersh looks at Anna.
Tell him to be careful.
Tersh looks at Anna, confused. Anna types, then rotates her computer so Tersh can see an online video of two young guys in a field. The words battery explosion are on the screen.
I don't see Viola on my drone, Mom.
It's French, baby. Hold on.
In the online video, there is a close-up of a small silver lithium battery laying on a tray. Something sharp gouges the battery several times. The young guys stand back as the battery bursts into flames. They jump up and down, ecstatic.
Hey, Colin.
Gotta go, Mom. Love you.
Colin?
Colin hangs up, bringing up Tersh's home screen with a photo of her nuzzling Colin.
Fuck.
Tersh drops her phone, sighs, and shrugs at Anna.
He has a phone.
Yeah, just for emergencies.
But he's 7?
Well, better late than never.
Tersh looks at the dolly and reads the label on the top box.
Ooh, what you get?
Anna closes one eye and cocks her head, looking at the box.
Another dead rat.
Tersh takes a seat and sighs.
God, I hope those days are over. Plus, this box seems too big for that.
Anna looks at the box. There are a couple dull reddish spots near the bottom. She runs her fingers over them, but it's dry. As she rubs her fingers, we notice her hands are shaking.
Anna.
Anna looks up.
Were you here all night?
Anna wipes her hand on her jeans.
We're behind on orders, and Evan's giving me the day off.
Oh, fuck.
What?
Another rush order came in last night, but I can't do it.
We'll do it Monday.
We can't. They paid for same-day turnaround. It has to go out this afternoon.
Anna closes her eyes and lowers her head to the table, exhausted.
Go on. Ask me.
Anna, sweet Anna, mistress of the machines. Is there any way you could stay and help me get this order out?
Anna raises her head back up and gives a weary smile.
Of course, Tersh.
Yes! You're a secret badass.
A noise from above. They look up. Window blinds rise, revealing Evan in his office. Above him is a spinning ceiling fan. He looks down at Tersh and Anna. Anna gives a slight wave up at him. Evan looks at his watch and then back at Anna, serious.
Good morning, Evan. God, what's up his ass?
Forget it. Come on, let's go.
I'll get your bag.
Anna's bag hangs from the back of a stool. Tersh goes to pick it up, but the seat back flips off, causing Anna's bag to tumble down and pop open. Visible in the bag is the handle of a pistol. Tersh sees it. Anna scoops up the bag.
Actually, you go ahead. I'll meet you.
Tersh looks up at her, wary, then smiles.